This chapter, for example,
Okay.
I like this chapter. This is interesting because you don't have this representation here.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, because I remember.
I mean, like food groups.
Yeah, because it's part of the culture thing as well, and you know, if they say mostica, you don't know what mostica is or whatever. So maybe this was interesting. The food. Where was it?
You think it
has to be
it
there.
It has
probably.
cultural value.
Yeah, look, this is really good.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think this chapter is really good.
Okay.
That could be there as well.
Okay.
Because it's the everyday life things and. What else? Yeah.
Let's move on to content.
And these, This is the exercise that I didn't see here. For example, I see this kind of exercise in this book, and I saw it here as well. I think it was my imagination. No, it's not here.
No, and I think this one is, it has another, and it's only for exercises, so it's like all the theories concentrated on that one, and then it has the exercises on another book. But
this is nice that the teacher can give you exercises like this, but this has a good exercise section.
So would you say that that's effective?
Yeah, you need a lot of
That's an effective way
exercises.
to learn.
Yeah. So these with exercises and adding these could be.
If you were to give me 3 words for effectiveness, referring to the books and the way they teach the language, which would you use? 3 adjectives.
Clarity, good images,
Okay.
and very basic images, doesn't have to be
Okay.
a little bit big images, not like
Tiny. Okay.
yeah, this size maybe. Size is like interesting.
Do you think if the image is too elaborated, it's a problem?
No.
Does it distract or?
Maybe it could distract. Yeah, these are very. I like that it's really basic.
Okay.
For example, she's walking towards. She's walking towards.
Yeah.
Towards the kioski. She's in the kiosk and she was in the kiosk or went away from the kiosk. Something like this is really that you don't have here. Clarity, and then I don't know if you have the opportunity to have color in a book. I think this is really important here because you can learn the
These type of
grammar
inflections.
Also, I don't know how do you call them in what you don't see here anymore is the tabu. How you separate the word.
Hyphenation, like silas. Hyphenation.
Hyphenation. So well, you do, but it's not like a lecture of how you make
hyphenation.
On hyphenation, yeah.
And you think they should have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Of all these, which is the most effective book in your opinion? I know you don't know many of these, but
I don't know. Well, for me, these 2 are the best.
Okay.
These 2.
Okay.
But learning a language with only one book, I don't think it's possible. You need to. There's a lot of
make many attempts.
Yeah. for example, reading a text and comprehension. I remember that this teacher gave us this kind of thing that you had to read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's very little, but there's something at least. This is reading.
Yeah.
Tove Jansson.
Mm-hmm.
And then the questions.
To see how much you understood.
No, oh wait, yeah. No, there was these, and then she would make some questions, or
Okay.
she was also she had a tape recorder. Now I remember.
She taped all her lessons.
No, like you can. She also gave us music, for example, sometimes
Okay.
to learn the
Mm-hmm.
what are they talking about in this song, for example. That was one. Listening and comprehension. This was like reading and comprehension. You had to read these.
Mm-hmm.
And then also you had to write an essay about you, for example. I remember she was giving us that homework.
Okay, so you had
and
to
there
write.
was always
Mm-hmm.
homework, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
homework. It took you maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to make the homework.
At home, plus course.
1 hour, and if you wanted to practice more, that.
Okay.
But there was always homework. A lot. She gave us a lot of homework. But it's needed, because if you're learning all these, you cannot go through from this chapter to this, because it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And then here at the end, for example, you started to write. Almost at the end, you started to learn how to write. So this means that you would have a sentence, and then the verb, and you had to learn how to put the verb in the right form. Yeah. So in this case,
that's effective. This type of exercises would be effective.
Yeah, these are the
for reading and writing and comprehension.
Yes.
For example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just and really, really difficult at the beginning.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Then at the end you had much more exercises, for example. Then there's no verb, but you have to find the verb yourself.
Yeah.
So
you should know the whole
vocabulary, the whole meaning of the sentence, and then you have to find yourself
what
the
really
word.
Fits.
Yeah.
What really
so
fits.
Then it starts to get more complicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at least with this book. And okay, what is this? Predicativi. Sostantivi, yeah.
Okay, but I think I understood what you meant by effectiveness and.
Here they have kertitarkikat. Then there's also this is really nice that it gives you Marjukka. Marjukka. She gives you the pulla recipe. And here is the kitchen, you see?
Everything that you need to make it.
With a map of Finland. And then the verbs at the end. This is really good.
Yeah.
You have all the verbs.
Pronoun.
And also the numbers. That's the first thing I remember she showed us.
Numbers.
Numbers here. And the clock.
How to tell the time.
Yeah.
So practical
Number.
stuff.
Weeks. And this is really good book because you can learn here the vocalit, the consonants,
and the
and
alphabet.
Then the alphabet, and also how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Like A, B, C, D, E, F. So how you would say it.
If you were to say it.
And then.
Okay, but let me move on.
Yeah.
to social representations. That means that now we concentrate on the images and the way things are represented.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you think images are for language books, and why? We talked about it before, but if you could. How important are images for language books, and why? Why would you say they are, or not?
Well, in this case, in Finnish language, I think it's really important because you have these declinations that how do you learn them? So to represent them, I think it's easier to learn declinations, and also to learn that there's no, for example, feminine and masculine. It's very important, and
just
and all the basic ideas.
Yeah.
The clock, I think, because in Spanish you don't say it in the same way.
No, that's true.
Than in Finnish.
Now, for example, these books have two different types of graphic representations. They have pictures
Or drawings.
Or drawings.
I think, for my point of view, well, both are good.